morning class. Today I will be conducting a demo or demonstration in how to operate the Poseidon virtual control or the PVC of this Poseidon simulator program. Okay, so we have here the screen. So the screen represents the visual for this simulator. Okay, so as what you have seen, if you are on the ship, okay, this is also your view. In this exercise. Okay, so this view, this visual now is that as if I am looking from the bridge. Okay, so here are the consoles, the Poseidon virtual consoles, so we can pan this or enlarge the controls so you can see all the controls here. So these are the navigational instruments I'm going to demonstrate to you on how to control and how to operate or on how to manipulate those instruments. But not all the instruments can be controlled or manipulated. Okay. Some can be and some cannot. Only you can take data from these instruments. Okay, so this instruments or this display has two screen types. So this is the first screen, but and you can swap the display because not all navigational instruments or bridge instruments can be found in just one part of this display, so you can swap it. Okay, so how? Okay, if you are using your phone or a touch screen monitor, so just click this swap here, swap screen. Okay, this icon or this button from this icon. Okay, this simulation control. Okay, so that we can see other navigational instruments or bridge instruments. Okay, so I will press the swap screen button. So other instruments. Okay, the second screen of the instruments are shown on the display. So these are all the instruments I'm going to demonstrate to you because later during your exercise, you will be the one controlling or operating or manipulating those instruments. So we can enlarge it. Okay, or just drag the mouse down. Okay, so if you want to go back on the other screen, just press the swap screen. Or if you are using a desktop or a laptop, you have an option on how to swap screen. Okay, so for now, as you can see, I'm not holding the mouse. Okay, you can also use this keyboard in swapping the screen display for this panning. Okay, so I will press the space bar of the keyboard. Okay. Okay, so this is an option on how to swap screen for your console. Poseidon virtual console. Okay, so there are two ways on how to swap the screen. Okay, one way is by pressing this button here, or by pressing the space bar. Okay, so then we will go to all of the controls or consoles on how to operate. Okay, so we will start operating those controls. First is the sound control. This is for the ship's whistle, the ship's horn, the ship's bell, the ship's gong. Okay, so we will start controlling or manipulating those navigational instruments, because actual situations, those not all, but some instruments must be tested before departure. That's why there is what we call pre-departure checklist to know those instruments are working or not. Okay, so for this demonstration, okay, we will start with. I will start this. I will press this horn, okay, to make a blast in the ship's horn. Okay, so a short blast. I just press it 1 to 2 seconds. Okay, so for a long blast, okay, so according to the rules, you have the duration of time on how long a long blast must be 4 to 6 seconds. So I will try to press the horn for 4 to 6 seconds, okay, to make a long blast. Then we have here the bell. Okay, so that's how the bell sounds, and also the gong. Okay, so there are instances that those instruments are to be operated. Okay, so again, for the horn, for the bell, for the gong, okay, and there are pre-programmed sounds that are already installed here. So say for example, for a ship making way in restricted visibility, so okay, so if you are in restricted visibility, just press the button and it will just sound the interval of a long blast for a duration of time automatic. Okay, so for the vessel is stopped, I will switch it off. Okay, that's right. If you want to switch it off, just press it again. Okay, so when it is green, so it is working. It's on. Switch on. Okay, then I will try vessel stopped, unrestricted visibility. So a few long blasts. Okay, I will stop. Then the vessel not under command. Prolong and one prolong and a two short blast. I mean, vessel not under command to restricted visibility. And there's also one way on switching it off from switching on. Okay, so button. Okay, so that is for the sound control. And I have here the rate of turn display. Okay, so this indicates how many degrees your ship is turning in every minute of time. So it indicates here if it is 20 degrees to starboard, the ship is turning to starboard, 40 degrees to starboard, 60 degrees to starboard, or 80 degrees to starboard per minute, or 20 degrees to port, 40, 60, or 80 degrees to port per minute. Okay, so the rate of turn, so it means the rate of your ship is turning in terms of degrees because it is an angle and in interval of every minute. And this rate of turn, so it has here the hand. Okay, so if what value the hand is pointing, that is the rate of turn of your vessel. Okay, and the rate of turn of your vessel depends on, let's go to the other icon here. Okay, the rudder angle indicator, because your ship, the rate of turn of your ship depends on the angle of your rudder from the midship. Okay, so what we know that if the rudder is midship, the ship is moving dead ahead. Okay, but it depends on how many screw your vessel has, or if it is a right-handed or a left-handed, so there must be a slight canting on your ship. Okay, but the turning of the ship depends on how the angle of the rudder from the midship. Okay, so because we will try later in how will it respond if the rudder is swinging to the starboard side or the port side from the midship or from the center line of the ship. Okay, so it says here, okay, so I have here also the whatever mode of steering is active. So we have here the NFU, the non-follow-up mode of steering, the follow-up. Okay, so and the highlighted here is the follow-up, so it means the mode of steering that is active as of now is the follow-up mode. And as we can see, okay, the steering pump number 1 and pump number 2 are working. Okay, so where is the panel for this? Is in here, because okay, so both are working. I will try to switch off pump number 1. Okay, then if you don't find, okay, so I will try to switch it off. So now pump 1 here is stopped, and the light become dimmer. Okay, so I will try to switch it on. Okay, so what we notice here in this display, I will try to switch off pump number 2. Okay, so if in this case, so only pump number 1 is running and pump number 2 is not switch off. Okay, so on. Okay, so both pumps, steering pumps are running. Okay, so this indicates how your vessel respond quickly during maneuvering. Okay, so this is for the rudder angle indicator. Then I am here. This button here is the what we call the visual control. Okay, so for now, as if I am looking from inside the bridge. Okay, I want my view to turn starboard here if I want to look. Okay, on this starboard, on starboard bow. Okay, what you will do is just press the arrow, starboard arrow. Okay, to make your view going starboard. Okay, so this must be midship. And okay, so this must be midship. Okay, because if you are inside the bridge, so it must be. Okay, if you want to view up, looking up or looking down, then bridge. Okay, so I am viewing at the starboard quarter, and I am viewing astern, as if I am from the bridge and viewing astern, dead astern, to be exact. Okay, I will go back to the we'll go back to the head of our vessel. Okay. Okay, so another one if you want to make it. Okay, go directly to the head, just push the center. So we will starboard bow, port bow, I mean, viewing port bow. Forward of a beam. Okay, as if I am looking at beam on my port quarter, and again dead astern. If you want to go back directly to your visual dead ahead, just press the center button. Okay. Then if I want my view up to the sky, okay, as if I am looking from the sky. Okay, and if I am viewing down, okay, center, so center. So there are some targets in our vicinity. Okay, as if, okay, let's check as if I am viewing from the forecastle, from the bow of the ship. Okay, as if I am viewing from the bow to the head, so I will turn to the starboard. Okay. Turning. Okay, so this must be our forward mast and the cargo. So since it is a container vessel, then the bridge over there. Okay, so this is my view astern from the bow, or from the forecastle deck. Okay, so must be the breakwater. Okay, so let's go to the center. Going back to the center, and if I am going from the bow. Okay, I will view from the. Okay. I will change the view, my view, as if I am from the starboard wing. Okay, so this is the view looking forward or to the head, as if I am on the starboard wing of the vessel. So I will turn my view to the starboard. Okay. Okay, maximum up to then astern. So this must be the poop deck, right? Okay, so go back to the center. So this is my view from the starboard wing, looking dead ahead. So I will change my view as if I am on the port wing of the vessel. Okay, so this is the view of my view as if I am looking on the port wing of the vessel. And this is also my view as if I am from stern, pointing stern. Okay, port. Okay, so this is my view forward as if I am looking from stern. So what do you think must be this structural part of the vessel? Okay, so this must be the panel or the chimney. So viewing from the stern and looking forward. Okay, so I will view again. Okay, I will go back to the bridge. Okay, so this is my view. Okay, so we can magnify our visual by using this binocular. Okay, so all you have to do is press this one. Okay, to magnify your view. Okay, so this is my view looking forward. Okay, so you can control it. Okay, magnify more, zooming in, zooming in, zooming in, zooming in, zooming in. Then I will change my view. Moving starboard, starboard, slow, starboard go, starboard go. So those are the targets. Okay, the mountain. Okay, targets. I will go back to center. Okay, see from a bridge then. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Okay, let's try for the port wing. Okay, and this is I'm going from the port wing of the vessel towards of the beam. Then I will magnify my visual control. Okay, so that is the maximum view of the vessel. Right? Okay, so just go back to the center by pressing this button. Okay, so as if I am viewing from the port wing. Okay, I will go back inside the bridge and this is my view from the so this must be the engine lever, or others will call it engine caliper, or the throttle. If you want your ship moving forward, just push this engine lever. Okay, forward. Okay, so as you can see, as I am, so this must be, okay, so from stop, then I will engage to slow ahead. Did slow ahead, then slow ahead, up ahead, then pull ahead. So as you can see, the speed is increasing as I am controlling the engine lever forward. Okay, so if you want to stop, just so this in now our engine is propulsing forward. Okay, so let's try to stop our vessel. Okay, just bring it stop. There's still a momentum for our speed. So it's still 5.9. Okay, if you want your vessel to stop because your vessel has no brake and there is an after effect for your speed. Okay, so if you want to lower your speed quickly, okay, then make a propulsion astern. Okay. So example, astern. Okay, so look at the speed. Okay, the decreasing of speed. There is a you can see I am turning I'm turning my speed now is 4.0 degrees and our ship is turning. The bow of our ship is turning towards starboard. Then we have a rate of turn of so this is 0, this is 20, this must be 10, this must be 5, so about 7 degrees per minute rate of turn. Okay, because as you can see, as I am steering towards starboard side, my rudder indicator indicates the swinging of my rudder also indicates the swinging from midship to starboard. Okay, so this is the engine lever, the steering. So for steering we have no in this program. Okay, the steering is not on a wheel type of steering, but rather it is a lever. Okay, a steering lever instead of a steering wheel. So steer to port. Okay, just bring the arrow forward to port. We have to steer to port. As you can see, the rudder angle indicates swinging to port. Okay, so as you can see, it compensates the rate of turn. Okay, as you can see, the rate of turn becomes lower. Center, leaving center. Okay. So this is our steering lever instead of steering wheel. Okay, so we are on a follow up. We are in a manual mode of steering, and we have here the autopilot control. So these are the two modes of steering again, the auto and the manual. Now we are set on a manual. So we are in a manual steering. You want to steer your ship. Okay, let's roll forward. Okay, so our speed is 3.6. Okay, let's get the engine lever. Then okay, we will steer to port. As you can see, this rate of turn here is going to port, and it's increasing as I am steering my ship to starboard. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so you can see it. So this is our ship's heading. It's now, for now, it's 252. Okay, 50. So as you can see, has, okay, so there is a momentum steering. Okay, so center. Okay, let's say for example, we will stop at 0. Okay, so we will steady our course on 230. Okay, so let's just continue steering starboard. If your heading becomes closer for your intended course to steer, okay, so for now I have a 20 degrees rate of turn. I will compensate the steering. Okay, I will turn my steering to starboard to compensate as long as I am steering to starboard. Okay. If you want to check it here, the rate of turn becomes slower. Okay, so 235, compensate again. To make it 230. Okay, it will be 234. Okay, now our ship now is heading at 234. Okay, compensate. Then it's 230. And if you want your ship, speed now is 10.5. Okay, so this is speed indicator. This is the depth of the water. The present depth of the water is 991.8 meters, and our speed is 10.8 knots. Okay, so let's increase our speed. Okay, I will bring the engine lever ahead. Okay, as you can see, the speed is increasing. Okay. If you want to bring the ship into autopilot, okay, just press, because for now we are in a manual mode, so just press the autopilot mode. Okay, so whatever the present heading during manual, okay, that is also the automatic setting for your autopilot. So if you want to change course, if you are in autopilot mode and if you want to alter course to starboard or to port, just press the arrow. If you want alter course to starboard, press the arrow, the starboard arrow here. So to alter course to starboard, so this means our course will increase. The setting course will increase if I am going to press the starboard arrow. So let's try 234. So this is the setting is at 234. Okay, 235, 236, as you can see. So since it is in an autopilot, okay, let's go back to 234. Okay. The setting now is 234, and our present heading is, our course is 233. Okay, and it is our course is now 235. Okay, as you can see, since it is in an autopilot mode, okay, the rudder angle and the rate of turn automatically moves together with the steering because it is in an autopilot mode, so it is in an automatic steering. Okay, so you can see the angle here. So for now, the heading is 240 and our present course is 239. Okay, so you can see this is value 239. It automatically, okay, it automatically controls itself. Okay, so we have here the engine, engine RPM. Okay, we have here the engine RPM. Okay, it is connected on the engine room. We have here the magnetic compass. So this is magnetic compass. The engine RPM. It indicates here how many revolutions per minute the engine is running. Okay, so this is the ship's heading on the lover's lane of the magnetic compass. Then we have here the GPS. Okay, so as per GPS, our heading now is 241. Our set course on autopilot is 240. Okay, so our speed is 19.9. So we have here the analog speed repeater. It's okay, so same 20 knots. Okay, so this is 7 knots. Okay, let's try slower our speed, make our speed slower. Okay, so as you can see, our engine lever is coming back to 0. Then you can see the speed, our speed also decreases. So this is a digital and this is analog. So speed from the GPS as per GPS. Okay, and our GPS is powered by 12.4 volts. So this is the GPS. We can change the display. So this is our coordinates, our ship's coordinates. North 14 degrees, 34.073. Okay, so since we are running, so our coordinate is changing. So another type of display. Okay. Okay, but in this program, some buttons are not supported. So we cannot manipulate, we cannot control, we cannot operate some of the buttons on this GPS, but I can switch it off. So this is the power, switching on, switching off. But for in this program, okay, so it comes together with the running of the program. Okay, so because you can see, we cannot switch it off. Okay, so because in actual, okay, you just press this for a long, for about a long pressing for about 5 seconds. Now this equipment must be has already switched off. Okay, but in this program, it's not possible. It comes together with your exercise. Okay, so we're finished with the sound control. We are finished with the rate of turn, the rudder angle indicator, the visual control, okay, and how you view. So the lever, the engine lever, I will make it stop. Bring it to stop. Then the steering lever instead of the steering wheel. Okay, the switch for pump, steering pump number 1. Okay, so switch up. Okay, running, stop. Pump number 2 is stopped. Okay, as you can see, non-follow out and follow out mode. Okay, I will maneuver forward. Okay, so as you can see, so we also have another one here, the repeater setup. So just here that the rudder mode is in a follow-up mode, so that's why the follow-up in this panel here, okay, the one that is highlighted is the FU, or the follow-up mode, because our rudder is in follow-up mode. So I will try to change this, how to change the rudder mode from follow-up to non-follow-up. Okay, just press these side arrows. Okay, as you can see, if I press it here, it's non-follow-up. Okay, if I press it here, follow-up. It is in follow-up mode, non-follow-up. Okay, so which way? Right, whatever which way, which side of the arrow you want. Okay, so let's try the follow-up mode. So we are on an auto. We'll try. We put it into manual mode. Then we check. We turn it to non-follow-up mode, rudder mode. Then steering mode and rudder mode. Then check what happens to the rudder angle as when I am turning my steering lever to starboard or to port. I will just steer for just a small degree. Okay, as you can see here, the rudder angle continue. Okay, so it stops there. So as you can see, the rate of turn becomes, or increasing, the rate of turn increasing to port. Let's bring it. Okay. We want to check our ship's heading. Okay, so our ship's heading is swinging also. Then bring against port, starboard, okay, so the one that is highlighted here is NFU, so it means that our rudder mode is in non-follow-up. So non-follow-up are only used during emergency. Okay, in case or if your follow-up mode is not working properly. Okay, so it's hard to steer the vessel in a non-follow-up mode. So in normal operation, it must be in a follow-up mode. Okay, so let's bring it in this our rudder to midship. Okay, then we will go back to the follow-up mode for us to have a steady heading. So we are now in a follow-up mode. Okay, and our ship is still turning to port. Then we will compensate by steering to starboard at a minimal degree, swinging out rudder to make our heading steady. So compensate the turning, overshooting of the vessel. Okay, so our ship is steady now and heading to 5, so we will bring it into auto mode, automatic steering mode. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so now the one that is highlighted here is already in the follow-up mode. So we are on in auto mode of steering and in a follow-up mode of rudder. Okay, so that's it. Okay. So another one is for the heater for our anemometer. Okay, the wind speed the wind vector, or the speed and direction of the wind. Okay, so since the highlighted there is in the rudder mode, so we'll bring it into by pressing the arrow down. Okay, pressing the arrow up and or down. So if you want to change your data of the wind direction, it's either relative or a true. Okay, so we are now in a relative. So the data, the wind, the instrument is giving the data to wind in a relative direction. When we say relative, it is in relation with the wind direction. The data of the wind is in relation with the movement of the ships. Okay, so we want to make it in true. Okay, so just press the side arrow. Okay, so relative true, relative true. Okay, and if you want to change the unit of the speed of the wind, okay, so we will place it here. So it means meter per second. The wind speed is in meter per second. So we have an option to change it into knots or nautical miles per hour. The wind speed in nautical miles per hour. Okay, so if we want to change the whole controls here, or the dimmer control. Okay, so just move up. So this brings the light for our PVC panel, or the virtual console. Okay, during nighttime. Okay, so what we've learned is that bridge must be dim during night time. Okay, so not to obstruct our vision outside the bridge. Okay, and during daytime, since it is brighter, then you cannot see those screens if you are on the view. Right, so just control it, change your view. So this is for daytime, and during nighttime. So again, daytime. Okay, so simulator control. Okay, so never touch any button, or this is for the program. Only touch this screen there to change our view. Okay, so that is the first part of the screen. Okay, the second part, we will try swap screen. Okay, the second screen, the different or the other navigational instruments is displaying on this second part of the screen. Okay, let's go back again. So on the first screen display was the sound control, the rate of turn indicator, the rudder angle indicator, our visual control, our engine lever or throttle or engine telegraph, okay, our steering lever, okay, angle force first to start with, okay, because we are facing the land and we are underway. Okay, so to make our journey safely, outer force, or make it quicker, okay, I will make it turn manual. Check for the rate of turn and the rudder angle indicator. Okay, as I am steering the starboard. Okay. will head towards this point of the island here. Okay, compensate. Swinging. Okay, make it slower. Make it slow to point to that part of the island. I have a rate of turn of 5 degrees. Okay, this is setting 24, I will compensate. Up, stop, steering, shift, going to make shift, up, stop, achieve. Okay, I will bring now to pilot. Okay, so now target. Okay, we have one target ahead. Okay, check the binoculars. Okay, steam car. Okay, so they must have an island. Okay, so save now, so we can swap to another screen of the this display to control other instruments. Okay, so what I've said, that press the swap screen or by keyboard using the spacebar. So another one here. So it says here. So this must be the wind indicator or the anemometer. So giving data on wind speed and direction or the wind velocity. So wind speed is 10 knots, wind direction is 0059. So just check it what type of speed and direction the wind indicates. So let's go back here, and it says here that it is in relative. So this is the relative. So the data given by this anemometer or the wind indicator is relative wind. So it says 10 knots and direction is 0. Okay, let's try change it. Let's take control of it. Then we will change it. Okay, pressing. We will make it as field direction. Then we will change it into meter per second. So let's try and swap the screen. Okay, so wind is 0 and the direction is 0. So why? Because wind speed and direction is if it is in relative, so it is in relation to our ship. Okay, since our ship is moving, check. Okay, since our ship is moving 10 knots, okay, then the head is coming because it is relative from our forward. Okay, so the relative wind is equal to our speed. Because the speed of the wind is in relation to our speed. Okay, and the direction of the wind is in relation to our heading. Okay, so 0 on our deck ahead. So because there is no wind and your ship is moving forward, so you have a relative wind from your forward 0 direction, and since your speed of the ship is 10 knots, so you are experiencing a 10 knots wind. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so this is the satellite compass. Okay, as per satellite compass. Okay, as per satellite compass, we are on course 235.2. Okay, so we also have here the LORAN-C or the long range navigation. Okay, so those are satellites fed instrument, navigational instruments. So our coordinates, okay, and our course, then the speed of the ship. Okay, so we also have here so our letterhead is clear of the target and our sectors. We are on an auto mode of steering. Okay, letterhead is clear. Starboard quarter sectors. So clear of targets. Okay. Clear of targets. Okay. So let's continue. Okay. We are nearer at this side of this island, so we will at about 3 degrees more starboard. Okay, so we will go in between of these two islands. Okay, to make it safer. Okay. Let's go back now here. So we have back 60 degrees. Okay, as you can see, as I am setting my autopilot heading, so the rudder angle indicator on the right turn is also moving. Okay, I am heading towards that island, so I will add more. I will alter a little bit to port. I will press the keyboard. Okay. We have here the light control. Okay, on the second part of the screen. Okay, if you want to switch on the must have light, so must have light. Okay. The all round red lights, all round white lights, all round red lights. Okay, another all round red light. So we have the side light, starboard and port. Okay, so the stern light. Okay, so you see the arc of visibility. It has corresponding arcs of visibility for the lights. So it depends on your situation of your vessel. So this will depend if you are not under command, if your vessel is constrained by her draft, if your vessel is restricted in her maneuverability, okay, or other situations. For example, if you are carrying dangerous cargoes, if you are a towing vessel, so it will depend on what lights to be displayed here. Okay, so during daytime, the day signals. Okay, so 1 ball, 2 balls, 3 balls. Okay, I do triangles, apex pointing inward. So it depends on what situation your vessel is experiencing. If you are not under command, the same. If you are a fishing vessel, if you are constrained by her draft, okay, so this is for the general draft. If your vessel is restricted in her maneuverability, okay, or for a towing vessel, okay, so the 2 round balls and a diamond in between. Okay, so the switch is on. Okay, so now, okay, so what is on here is the cylinder. Okay, so meaning this vessel is constrained by her draft. But because of this draft of this vessel, okay, she is not able to maneuver at all navigable waters. Okay, so others, if this ship is displaying this one, okay, so it is understood for other vessels that this vessel is constrained by her drop or a deep drop vessel. Okay, then we have the Doppler here. Okay, so what does this mean? That this vessel is moving forward, okay, with no sideways motion, no turning. Okay, I'll try. Okay, let's check here if what happens when we are altering to, okay, let's say on course to starboard by 3 degrees. Let's check if what happens to that Doppler over there. Okay, so what we know that when we are altering our course to starboard, okay, the rudder also swings to starboard and the bow will also swing to starboard. So what will happen to the Doppler over there? Okay, because for now it is midship, okay, directly forward. So let's check. We will add about 3 degrees to starboard. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 4. Okay. So rudder angle indicator is still swinging. Rate of turning is swinging to starboard. Let's check for the, okay, so as you can see, as the ship turns, the arrow going, the ship is going forward and it's swinging, the forward part of the vessel is swinging towards the starboard and the quarter of the vessel is swinging towards the port. Okay, so by 0.5 knots, the speed of swinging towards the port. Okay, the movement towards forward is 10.6. Okay, and now no movement towards no swinging towards the starboard for the bow, but there is swinging on the port side, okay, as an effect. Okay, so the sensor is from the water. Okay, the point 2, then now the ship is on steady heading at steady course at the 241. So our course is 241. Our ship's heading is 241. So it is set by our from the autopilot 241. So our course is 241. So just check. So no movements for sideways. Okay, only forward movement. Okay, so if your ship is moving astern, so the corresponding speed, so the red here is the one that is lighting. Okay, so this is the okay, so this is how it works. And okay, put up your log. So we have the log. So we have already traveled 8.1 miles. Okay. So for 9 hours, 44 minutes, okay, if you want to reset, just make it to 0. Okay, time is from this program has started. Okay, now we have our gyro compass over here. This is just a repeater. Okay, so spare our gyro, our heading is 241.4. Okay, and we have here the AIS, or Automatic Identification System. But in this case here, on this program, okay, well, in fact, okay, the real AIS can be manipulated, or can controlled, or you can get information from other vessels. But in this toning here, this console, okay, it's impossible. Okay, because of the program limitation, so product limitation. Okay, so this is for the second display. So we have the AAS. Okay, it's something like that. For the second part of the screen, or the second display, we have the AAS, our gyro repeater in digital form. We have a Doppler, we have the guard lock. Okay. So we have the lock, distance lock. We have the simulator control for swapping the screen. We have the day signals during daytime. We have the light controls during nighttime. Display of lights, display of shapes, the day shapes. Okay. Then we have the wind indicator. We have our long range navigation C or the Loran C. We have the satellite compass. Okay. These are aids for our these navigational aids are in our positioning system. Okay, so we also have the repeater seat up. Okay. The weather mode. So the speed indicator in digital. Okay, we have the navigator, the GPS I mean. Then here GPS, kind of course, your speed. Okay, power change and change display over here. Okay, first one. Okay, if you have entered waypoints over there, it will but the program is not supported, so that's why it says it's not applicable because the program is limited. Because for the real GPS, you can input data for your waypoints over there, so it is easy for you. Just follow the waypoints, the bearing, and the range of the next waypoint you wish to go to. Okay, the time to go to your next waypoint and the estimated time of arrival to your next waypoint. Okay, but unfortunately, this program is not supported by those data. Then we have the echo sounder, our magnetic compass, our engine RPM indicator, our autopilot. Okay, manual and auto. Never mind for this knob. Okay, 0. Okay, just don't touch that one. If you want to change settings for your heading, just press. Okay, if you want to auto course to starboard, if you want auto course to port, then just press over here. Then our steering lever is cruise control. Then our engine lever or the throttle. Then our visual control. So this is a I am using of the bridge. Okay, the binocular. Okay. Visual control. Then the rudder angle indicator, the rate of turn indicator, then the sound control. Okay. So enough for this demonstration class, and I want you to be the one who will be controlling those consoles on this program. Okay, so bye bye. Thank you.